answers to @LOL Esports, and remember to go aggro on the hashtag LCS Preview. So, the 4.13 patch will be making its way to the LCS beginning with today's EU quarterfinals. We have a special treat to help usher it in.
Patch notes. TLDR. League of Legends patch 4.13 up in this preview show. Elise. This is the Spider-Man version of Lee Sin. Quick, clear, and amazing ganks. Plus points if your opponent has arachnophobia. This makes her a little too good, so some nerfs to Cocoon and Repel should give some other junglers a place to shine. Evelyn. Sexy, invisible, and many times the sole reason for reaching the max of 5 wards on the opposing team. She does amazing damage for building tanky, and in the hands of LCS players, she's hard to stop. If they want to do damage, they'll need to build damage, thanks to some base damage and ratio adjustments. Lee Sin, the ranged melee tanky DPS assassin, mage, tank, support, and jungler. He just does everything well and dominates the pick and ban phase. To nerf some of his early game aggression, the time on safeguard has been cut in half, and Cripple doesn't reduce attack speed anymore. Gragas. Even after the rework, Demon's favorite fat man somehow shines just as much as before. It must be that sexy belly. Barrel Roll now does less damage to minions. Drunken Rage now has a mana cost, but has a lower scaling cooldown and a lower damage reduction. Solo lane Lulu looks at your top tier lane LCS picks and laughs at you, then turns you into an animal or a cupcake. So adorable. But what's not adorable is the lack of diversity top lane. The slow decay that scales with AP on Glitter Lance is gone, and Whimsy's move speed buff duration is lower at early levels. Yasuo. Pretty sure this is Voyboy and Bjergsen's favorite AD assassin. He also makes AP mids cry many tears. Windwall too good. Lower duration on shield, and you won't be able to gain bonus flow from dashing anymore. Ziggs. His wave clear is unmatched. Difficult to siege against. Time for explosive change. I'm sure teams will be happy to know that Ziggs' ult is 2 minutes at all ranks now. Choose your bombs wisely. Cogmaw. Some teams like to play the popular game called Protect the Cogmaw, a game that results in wow, such damage and many winning of team fights when done correctly. To offset Cog's amazing late game, his base health and resistant shred on Q has been lowered. Remember when I said that Lucian was dead when his range was lowered? I couldn't have been more wrong. Prepare to see the rise of CDR Lucian. Even though Relentless Pursuit won't remove slows anymore, good luck catching him after lane phase. His 2-week LCS suspension is over, and it's time for the return of the MVP. Tristana. The other hypercarry marksman just needs to be curbed back a little bit, so the slow on rocket jump is lowered, along with the damage on explosive shots active to maybe give other marksmen a chance in the LCS playoffs. Sona just got reworked with cool new effects and ability details that don't just make her an aura poke bot at all phases of the game. Because of her rework, we won't be seeing Sona in the EU playoffs. Braum. People respect the mustache when he supports, but he can be too much to deal with, especially with a well-placed glacial fissure. That's why the slow and knockup duration on primary targets is getting reduced. Thresh. Mad Life's final form. He doesn't have any weaknesses, especially when Morgana isn't being used to counter godlike hooks. Now only one ally can be shielded by Dark Passage, and there's no more damage when breaking more than one wall of the box. Everything else in this patch doesn't matter. This has been TLDR Patch Notes 4.13 for the LCS Preview Show. We'll see you next patch. Oh baby.
Yes! And I think I speak for everyone when I say TLDRs kick some ass. We'd like to give a special thank you to blakinola for making that happen. To see all of his amazing videos, you can head over to his YouTube channel and subscribe to him to thank him personally. So now one of